Well, what's the crack? You're all very welcome to episode 119 of Buckshot for Friday the 5th. The 5th, day after Independence Day. For any of the people listening in America, fair play to you. You got independent of something. English people, I'm guessing. Just a shot in the fucking dark there. 2019. Well, what's the crack? Just this second spotted brand new Patreon. Brand new Patreon. Normally people's names pop up, but this is class. The Badger bloke. Man, I'm going to message him in a while, so just say cheers. Brand new Badger on board. Who doesn't love a fucking Badger? That's the chat. Because of course, it goes towards the old Patreon and keeping this fucking thing alive. I have a yoke open here on Father Ted, and it's actually doing my head in. I was just doing a thing about Father Ted earlier during the week, and yeah, that's Cyril. Some of the fucking stuff on it is ridiculous. Like the depth that people have gone to making websites and all the rest of it. But anyway, getting back to the Patreon. Yeah, obviously the Patreon, as I've talked about in the past, it is the lifeblood of the show. It's the thing that actually makes it worthwhile, paying all the fees and all the rest of it. And so I cannot be doing other shite. I'd love to be doing this just all the time for the old listeners. Of course, you do get the back catalogue of the Tom and Jerry show, and you get stuff early, and you get the live feed on Tuesdays when I do the Ramble Pod. And also, we've had 2 people buy purchases again through T Republic. I can't see who it is, so let me know. Let me know if you don't want to send me, hey, it was me, Tom. Send me a picture on Instagram or Snapchat of whatever you're after getting, whether it's a hoodie or some stickers or whatever you're after getting. Send it on. Gigs this week coming up. It's actually next week because rehearsals are going to be starting for the old Caveman, but I'll be in Chaplin's Comedy Club on Saturday the 13th. I'll be there. Chaplin's Comedy Club in Dublin City. Along with the Defending the Caveman tickets, a few people have gotten in contact again. They're coming to see it. So, yeah, let me know. We'll high five after the show and all the rest of it. Good on you. You can go to defendingthecaveman.ie and all the rest of it. Go into the old show notes there for all the rest of that kind of stuff. So, yeah, thank you very, very much. That's the housekeeping out of the way. So, this, as you may have read, for the first ever time, only took 119 episodes to get her on. Very hard to find this lady. The wife, Natasha. Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
You look every bit of it.
Thank you so much for having me, Tom. Lovely office you have here.
With our Hoover in the way. It was, you would, because people you work with have a podcast. I've been trying to convince you to do your own podcast. People talk to me now, podcast listeners, they talk to me like they know you because obviously I describe it on this. Is there a weirdness in that? Do you find that people you've never even met? Do you find that I'm eating Galaxy here too, in case anybody's wondering?
Good wife. Feed you.
Do you find that weird?
Do I find it weird?
Yeah, people talk about that shit. People go, so herself was up, and you're like, okay. I've gotten over the weird. Sorry, this is disgusting. I'm chewing it.
You're such an animal. No, I don't really find it weird, but to be honest, I don't actually know what you say about me because I don't listen to your podcast.
What a dickhead.
But it's absolutely great, and everyone should join on Patreon.
Yeah. You're saying that now, yeah, backtracking. Because if you can hear digging and shit in the background, there's a lot of construction going on. I know we're living out in the country here, but there's building going on next door, so there's, be the Lord Jesus, there's lads going up and down the road in dumpers. So it's, you're loving the construction side of things.
I actually am, yeah. I feel like Kevin MacLeod. Is that his name?
Of the Grand Designs. Yeah. We'll all have to do a monologue at the end.
I normally get names wrong.
Just when the house finished, the building that goes on next door, we'll do a monologue. We'll walk out. It's so, I didn't think we'd get there, but we did.
Fine undulations.
The fucking... Jeez, just dust. You know what? It is the building thing. There's dust fucking everywhere at the minute, isn't there? Because we were going to the car. I would considered washing the car, and then, be the Lord Jesus, they started digging next door to where I parked the car, and that's it. Gone out the fucking window.
Sure, even I cleaned the windows today.
You did?
Look at them. Can't see out.
That's such the wifiest thing of all wifey time, isn't it?
There's dust.
There's dust everywhere. You are so well prepared. You're like making notes and everything before this.
I am not.
The only other person that ever did this was Paul Collins. He made notes and everything beforehand. Today FM Paul Collins.
Yeah,
he was like
great man.
A great man doing notes. I'm so unnotey.
Kindred spirit.
I probably should do more notes, especially because,
Shite talk.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, there are some very structured ones out there. Like when myself and Jerry did the Tom and Jerry show, there was we knew exactly what we were going to say, and it was structured because McBride wanted it that way, and people seem to like it that way. But I don't know. I can't. I can't structure a thing like that. I could, but I'd lose the fucking will. I would not get to 119 episodes.
But you know, I love a good note.
You fucking
on the back of an envelope.
Jesus Christ.
Or a torn bag.
They're everywhere, all over the fucking house.
No, they're actually not.
On the backs of
they're
receipts.
filed.
Like, you have never seen a woman write notes. Like, you actually made a note on an A4 page the other day, a full A4 page, and she made 3 separate notes on the page, and one had kind of blended over into the other, so she drew a line around it in the shape of kind of like a bubbly shape that kind of blended into the other 2 notes. So she tore it into 3 pieces following the lines of what she drew. So these 3...
Oh, that was the shopping list.
It's fucking...
Oh, yeah.
What was that shit about? Like, there's a full page.
I like to keep you entertained, Tom.
Oh, my good God.
You know, got to keep you on your toes.
Lord. Yeah, it certainly does. But there was a full... I know everybody's worried about deforestation. Do you know Norway have just... they're the first country to have banned deforestation.
Fantastic.
So I don't know what banning deforestation is. Are they never cutting trees again? Or are they... Is deforestation, is that just getting all rid of trees and not replanting? I suppose it is it?
God.
I suppose it is.
No, that's horrific.
But that's what fuckers do, like. They do it in... They did it all... Half the Amazon is gone because...
But they're banning deforestation.
I think they've done away with it. So I'm guessing if there will be tree cutting, they'll have to plant fucking trees, like.
There was a couple, actually. I don't know where they're from. I only briefly read the article the other day. But between them, they took over part of the Amazon and they spent 20 years replanting.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see it?
I saw it, yeah. Yeah, I saw bits of it.
And there's so many wildlife have moved in and around the place.
Well, I didn't think it made that big because they're talking about cutting the trees in Dublin for the bus route. They have ribbons all over these fucking beautiful trees.
It's criminal.
It's fucking criminal. Like, I know we don't suffer from the heat here, but I was talking with a fella he's originally from Baghdad, and he was saying it's now about 60 degrees. It can get to 60 degrees in Baghdad. And I was like, was it like, how the fuck did you survive when you were children when you didn't have aircon? He said, there was no need because before the invasion and all the trees got blown up and all the grass and everything got blown up from the Gulf War and all the rest of it, it used to be about, the most it'd get to is about 40 degrees.
I didn't think you meant the invasion of the aircon.
Invasion of the air. You're such a cheeky bastard.
Yeah, no, that's horrific. I couldn't be dealing with the heat now.
Do you know what? This is one of those gross... do you know, like, those gross couples that do all those things together? Like,
you're the one eating into the microphone.
I know.
It's not me.
No. I mean, like, aren't we great? We do all these things together. Like, there's a couple of couples now in... Like, Julie J from last week. Herself and Fred.
Legends.
Herself and Fred are comedians. But, like, they're technically competing against each other, like.
All day long, yeah.
Yeah. But even in the actual work world, they're competing against each other.
God, yeah.
Do you know, like, I don't know how well, and I never got around to asking her that. Like, is there a competition there? Obviously, he is the hierarchy because in the professional world, because he is at it a lot longer. Like,
yeah.
But it's like Conor Drum. You know Conor Drum?
Yeah.
His girlfriend started way after him, but because there was a big kind of drive for women in the UK at the time to do comedy, she's doing way better than him right now. And he chuckles about it, but like you can see it hurts. Like, of course it fucking hurts.
So maybe whoever gets more gigs pays the dinner bill.
Yeah.
You don't have that worry with me anyway. You're the funny one. So.
Well, you're funny enough in your own weird way.
Funny enough, thanks.
No, you are. You're funny in your own weird way, like writing fucking notes in blob shapes across the...
I believe that's an undulating note.
An undulating note, just
yes.
like Kevin fucking MacLeod.
Yeah, Kevin and me are buds.
But that was a thing. There has to be some separation. Like, if you're going out to, like, Julie now and Fred keep on getting booked on the same lineup together, like.
Ah, but that's nice because then you can share the car.
Oh no, it makes loads of practical sense, like. But
who headlines?
Oh well, I mean, he's going to headline, like, because she has no right to be headlining yet ahead of him. Like, he's at it like 15, 16 years. Like, she's doing it 3.
Jesus, he doing it 16 years?
He is. Yeah, he's doing it a good long while. Fred did that. He was Fergus in the Spar ad.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. And actually years ago.
I remember that.
And that's what he still gets remembered for. He's done loads of shows since, and that's what he still gets fucking remembered for.
But that's like you at Damon Ivor. Everyone, even the builders. Do I recognise you from somewhere?
You're Damon Ivor, wouldn't it? It's like, Taz, as I stand there in full fucking camo creeping him out. Like,
you sound different now, though.
yeah, I know, it upsets some people. But it's, yeah. I don't know when that changes. I don't know what I have to do to get that. Nor do I give a fuck, but...
I don't know. Shave your head. Grow a
no, but do it.
Handlebar moustache.
I don't mind getting recognised, but when do you get recognised for something else? Like, I do get recognised for stand-up every so often, but it totally is superseded by Damon Ivor. I don't know when that wears off.
Defending the Caveman.
Defending the Caveman,
yeah,
maybe.
Everyone will recognise you from that now.
Possibly. Well, if there's talks doing the late and stuff like that, so that would probably knock it out of the water, all right. Like, the late, what the fucking wear on the late? Do I go full Al Porter, like, and just... Howie's chickens. You know what I mean? Do you go way over the top?
Wear your camo.
Yeah,
that's who you are.
Full camo, I suppose.
Yeah. Camo suit. Like the ones you... that sounds like camel suit.
Camel suit.
Like you wear to all my friends' weddings.
Well, I wear the camo suit.
Yeah. Well, you have two now, so...
Yeah.
Be rude not to.
It would definitely throw Ryan Tuberty off anyway. He wouldn't know what to fucking do with it.
You should bring him a gift of something camo.
You know what? I would love to actually have a go at him, because one of the funniest things is when Ryan Tuberty does the country show. And he's so D4, you can see his face going. He's clapping along to fucking country roads, and he's going, "Why the fuck am I here?" Like, he's fucking hating.
Do you not think he likes it?
No, he doesn't. He's fuck love it. He loves the 550,000 a year he's on.
Just.
Yeah,
that's nice. I didn't know he was getting that much.
Yeah, he's getting serious.
How much would he get taxed though?
See, if he's, because the late goes off it. You see, I guarantee he's a good accountant. Like, you know what I mean. Tuberty, first cousin of fucking of Dave McSavage. Sure.
Another legend.
Well, he's a legend anyway, that's for sure. He's alright, like, but so yeah, he would have his fucking tax. He's not paying 52%, I can tell you that much.
God, that's a lot, isn't it? It's not even worth doing the job.
Yeah. Imagine that. 250, paying over $250,000 for your fucking, fuck that.
Couldn't be dealing with it. Probably has an offshore account though.
That's what I'm saying. He's part of Tuberty's. Them sort of people are the golden circle. Like, they don't pay tax like we pay tax.
They're like royalty, aren't
they? Yeah. His first cousins are like European MEPs and stuff. Like, they don't be paying fucking tax at all. You're fucking joking me. What was I going to say? I was going to say something just there halfway through. I thought that'd be an interesting thing to talk about, and then it went straight out of my fucking head.
Must have been a lie.
This is how good the podcast is, and I meant to say it on the Ramble Pod earlier in the week, but sometimes when I ask questions, and I don't like to Google stuff too much because I like if somebody has the answer, it's way funnier, like. But it turns out, I was talking about, I see lots of licenses from like Eastern European people, and they look off to the left. Oh yeah, all the time, like. And I thought it was like a Mother Russia thing, like a communist style thing from the throwback from the Iron Curtain, that they were looking always to Mother Russia. What a chap! He goes by the name Ulsterman. And I'm guessing he is from Ulster originally, but he's living in the UK and he has a cool job. I'm not really allowed to say what he does, but he's a bit of a badass, his job. But he knows a load of shit about this kind of stuff. And it turns out they're not looking to Mother Russia.
They're looking at their carpets hanging on the walls.
The carpet. Have you seen Sexy Time? Anybody? Do you know what? Let's just look up. What were they, dating photos?
Yes, Russian dating photos.
Let's just fucking... I wonder, is there
any
any
Russian... Isn't that how we met, Tom?
Dating... Yes, Natasha.
Look.
Yeah.
There she is, in front of carpet.
Russian dating site. Website for... Top 10. Oh, my fucking... my whatchamacallit. My everything is going to be plagued. My every search engine now is going...
no, and mine too, because our accounts are joined.
All my fucking things, because of the... I'm going to get nothing but Russian dating sites. Let's see. Oh my god. My god. Oh Jesus.
Does he have guns?
They always have guns. This guy
has
a
Hoover.
An AK-47 and a Hoover.
That's my kind of man.
He's in a vest.
Tom, pick up the Hoover.
Get the fucking out. 29 unexplainable.
Oh, sure now.
The Russian dating site. Oh, hello. Jesus Christ. This one. Oh, they love an old carpet. Oh, for fuck's sake. I need to start explaining some of these. Okay, let's go to 30 of the funnest. Let's visit the fucking page and rate these people.
Do you think they judge the other person, they ask them on a date They judge them by the carpet hanging up behind them, or they actually judge them on the weird pose they're doing?
I don't know.
I'd say it's all about the carpet. Oh, it must be if they stand out more than the carpet, they're a keeper.
Now, here is possibly one of the most Russian photographs of all time. Fuck off, Pinterest. Oh, is this Pinterest, is it?
Oh, you see, that's mine now.
Oh, fuck off.
You can continue through your Facebook account.
Look at this guy here. So this lad, tracksuit bottoms, big Persian rug on the wall, Russian rug on the wall. But weirdly, like a photograph, like a printed out page of, is that a Bichon Frise?
Yes.
On that, he's got one samurai sword, but he's got the holder for the samurai sword, like the sheath. And then he's got two straps on his shoulder and a knife stuck in it. I mean, if that doesn't say...
Rambo.
Fucking
Rambo that loves
marry
dogs.
me. Look at this beautiful woman with the teeth. I need to find one where we could just click through. Because these are all like their own individual fucking websites. I need one where, that is Pinterest. Okay,
Wait, scroll down. There's a man wearing a lampshade on his head.
I don't know how Pinterest works.
Oh, you need an account. And then you save all the pictures you like on it.
No. Yeah, there's a guy in the Jacks. Like, no, we need to... Yeah. Is that all Pinterest is it?
I think so. You can put links through as well to sites to buy stuff, but it's mostly just... It's great, like, if you're looking to make something or learn something.
They love the fucking Adidas tracksuit, don't they? Look at that. Like, it's pretty much all the same pictures, just different blokes in Adidas tracksuits.
Jeez, you get a fierce cramp in his legs from bending down.
They're all doing it, that hunching down. But have you, like... Oh, brilliant. Fucking, they love hunching down. And I don't know if that's a communist thing, because the Chinese love hunching down too. You ever noticed that?
Oh, when they suck their fags.
When they're sucking on fags. So, Jesus. Context to anybody who's from outside of Ireland or the UK, fags are cigarettes. They're not sucking on fags.
My apology.
They love hunkering down, like, and smoking a fag. Like, these lads are all kind of just drinking. It's kind of... And this guy's even hunkering... Like, why? Is it a communist? But then it's not really, because Indian lads love doing it too. They love hunkering down.
Sure, you're one. I will not name where she was from, although I doubt she listens.
You can totally name where she's from.
Do you remember... Okay, do you remember when we lived in Leakslip?
Yeah.
Do you remember there was a one that worked out this shop?
We thought she was a whore.
Oh, no.
Is that the one?
No, the one that used to hunker down all the time outside the shop that buys the clothes.
Oh, the big fat yoke.
Shh. No, you can't say
she
that.
was gross. No, I say that because she was a fucking horrible cunt.
No, she was.
The
she
way
was
she
large,
spoke, she never stopped horsing fags.
and she was quite rude.
And quite rude. She was a pig. So yeah, she was a fucking she used to hunker down. And
admired her, Tom.
She had that big gunt
Yeah.
as well. Like, she'd hunker down and there'd be like three bellies sitting down. Rather than just standing up, having her smoke and going back in.
But that's why I admired her, because I was like, how do you get up and down like that? I couldn't even
That
do
is
that.
some quad workout, because she was carrying
Fair
about...
play to her.
She was in 20 stone, that one.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, so they all love hunkering down. An Adidas tracksuit.
Isn't
Hello.
it?
Hello. I'm very sexy man. I'm king of castle. I am king of castle.
You dirty rascal.
Do you know what?
I don't think I can do the accent.
I think they call themselves Slav. Pure Slav. Like, it's like pure Slav. Is it Slav they call it? Like when you... Oh,
Jeez, I'm having a Scooby.
you Slav, you lose. What is... How to squat. It's actually a thing, so...
Stop.
Oh, fuck off.
That's the new horror film,
No,
Midsommar.
Midsummer, yeah. It looks good, but it's like... How to Slav hard bass dance. Right, this is what it's all about now. Oh, 10 hours.
Oh. Yeah. Jeez, I'm ready for a rave.
Hold on, I just have to jump forward 42 minutes, and they're in these.
They're still doing their little leg
so there's
yoke.
like 20 of these fellas all in tracksuits with balaclavas, and one fella has a big fucking boombox up on his shoulder, and they're all Russian as fuck going, and they're just bobbing up and down. 43 minutes
But
have
wait
passed.
there, that's what you've noticed. You haven't noticed that they're all wearing weird masks.
Yeah, I said that, balaclavas.
Oh, did you
Let's see how far... No way can they do this for 10 hours. What the fuck? That's it. No, that has to be just on a brilliant loop.
Maybe
There's no
it was,
way. Although, do you know what? Russians, yeah.
Maybe it was a world record for the most slaving one can do.
Maybe it is. Like, Slav. It is Putin. But, like, I'm just going to see this. Like, look at that. You Slav, you lose. Slav your car. How to squat. They love... Oh, man. It's all about the Adidas, isn't it? They fucking love Adidas.
Can't say I'm a fan.
Slav King. Boris. Look at these lads. Jesus Christ. How did the Slavs go from slaves to conquerors? Fuck that. I don't want to learn anything. I just want to look at silly fucking Russians. But I think the carpet, because I asked a Russian fella one day what the fuck the deal was with the carpet on the wall, and he says quite literally it was insulated.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Okay, well that's not weird.
They built these, but he was saying like he had family from what's the cold place that Alex lad that I lived with when I moved to Dublin, where Siberia. So
Siberia,
so he's from Siberia. But he was saying because the ground was so hard, basically you can't dig down into it. So, but they developed foundations for because just apartment block. Well, they call them apartment blocks, but they're flats, like blocks of flats. They'd build on top of the ground, on top of the frozen hard ground. But the problem is they have no real foundations. They're just kind of sitting on the ground.
Gosh.
So what happens now because of global warming, all buildings are all slipping and sliding down hills. Yeah. The poor old fucking... Say, oh, you think you have a hard bit... Like, there's another... Let's just see what we have here now. This is... Hard Schlav. These people love a fucking... Do you know what? I fucking hate... Like, what's... Did I tell you YouTube gave me a fucking pisser the other day?
No.
Because I was on, like I played, fuck off. I was on doing the Ramble Pod and I played like 20 seconds of Notorious B.I.G.
And what happened?
They struck me straight away.
Struck you as in deleted your account?
No, they didn't. They said we're not deleting your account or whatever, but we're just to let you know that the proprietors of that. And I mean, I played it. I didn't play... I didn't play any strong bits of it. I just played like 20 seconds of it.
But how did they know you put it on your podcast?
Because I put the podcast up on YouTube as well.
Oh, sorry, right. I thought it was just literally you playing it while recording.
No, they picked it up on YouTube and said, yeah, there's... What do you call it? The background. No, it didn't get... Like, Joe Rogan, if he did it, get pulled off straight away. Like, because, you see, there's somebody... You're making money off your podcast, technically. Yeah. And they're going, we want some of those dollars. So they don't let anybody share anything. Huh. But 20 seconds of it, like. Fucking
well, sure,
hell.
look at a rule.
I hope I don't get taken off here because of... Although there's 1.3 million views of Hard Bass. Hashtag Hard Bass. Old school slave. This is pure... Like, if Damon Ivor was in Russia, this would be it. Yeah. These lads have to be taking the piss, are they? They're all hunkered down, drinking flagons.
That's not a bad tune, though.
Oh, I never got to fucking finish why they all look off left to Mother Russia.
Ah, yes.
They all look off left to Mother Russia because they're not actually looking at anything. It's because of your ear. To show your ear. It's another form. It's like a fingerprint. There are no two ears the same.
Wow.
So early forms of, I suppose, ear mapping was much easier to do than face mapping. So they want a shot of your ear as well. Hence why apparently you turn to the side for a mug shot as well.
Huh.
Yeah.
Genie man.
Yeah, there you go. Now, why the fuck did they need to do that? Like, when every other country only needed you to look on straight.
Maybe
I think a lot of spies were doing the Mission Impossible thing with the rubber masks. I'd say they were. I'd say there was a lot of people, where a lot of them boys were probably being fucking spies.
Kind of like Mrs. Doubtfire, isn't it?
Fuck yeah. Mrs. Doubtfire. There hasn't been a transgender movie like it since.
Oh, wait there.
Has there been a transsexual movie like it since?
Oh, what is that film I watched?
Eddie Murphy?
No, it was, oh gosh, it's from the 70s. This fella, he's an actor, and he cannot get work. And women were getting more work at the time or something.
What?
Yeah, I think I actually watched it at your parents' house one night when you were doing panto.
What?
Yeah,
Ironically,
he dresses up as a woman.
panto where at least 1 to 2 men would be dressed as women.
He dressed up as a woman, he gets the job, and I think the owner of the show or something falls in love with him. And then it comes out that he is, in fact, a man. But the mad thing is, through the whole 2 hours of this film... sure, you know.
You know, your man with the head
His curly
and
hair.
teeth.
Short, skinny, big nose.
Dustin Hoffman.
Possibly.
Fucking hell. This is getting troubling that I can understand, but let's just see here now. Dustin
you can
Hoffman.
translate me.
Dustin
I actually think it is.
Hoffman.
Oh,
Height movies.
Oh my god, you're a genius.
Dustin Hoffman. What? Trans?
I don't know, 70s movies. Second picture, that's it.
Are you joking me?
You legend.
Are you joking me?
Oh my god, you can actually properly understand me.
You're weird.
Mrs. Tootsie, that's it.
Mrs. fucking Tootsie.
Yep.
He is fucking hideous. But then I suppose you do see women that hideous, don't you?
But how could you not tell that that is a man?
I don't know. I
They
mean, I
didn't
just
do
see
it
that.
very
I
well.
just see a very ugly woman. Like I don't see. I mean, there's plenty of women that are that fucking houndish.
But if you think
God, he's fucking horrendous.
that's an ugly woman, do you then think good-looking men are pretty? Or feminine-looking men are pretty?
Some blokes. No, I don't go. I'm not attracted to them. But there's some blokes you're looking going, if you slapped a wig on, you could be a woman. Because some men have those little bony little chins that women have.
I hope our son gets a good chin.
And if he gets even half the Desperate Dan yoke I have.
Well, we're both quite chinny people.
Chinny, yeah. Oh yeah, for anybody listening in. Well, I think I would have mentioned it. I've mentioned it a few times. Natasha, how many weeks?
32 weeks and 2 days.
32 weeks and 2 days.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, because they kept on trying to tell us it was another. They reckoned it was a week longer or something. They
Some
had
mix up with the scan, and they said it was a week later. But I knew for a fact they were wrong.
But how? Yeah, but that woman that measured the first time. This is when we went in for the very, very first scan. It was like,
Which was at 5 weeks.
But like,
just very early. It was a blob.
The most shadowy looking blob thing on this serious piece of machinery. Like, but at the same time, you're going, how the fuck are you seeing anything on that? But not just down to the size and the things she was seeing, but it was like, I'm guessing her date were out by 5 days.
Yeah.
Like.
But wasn't it the most beautiful blob you've ever seen?
Oh, like, I've seen some blobs, and this was right up there with some of the nicest
our
blobs.
blob there.
Fucking blobs.
Yeah. He's not a blob anymore, though.
It's a weird thing, because the perception you'd have, like, of, you know, that, I suppose that of going into these places, like, you meet some doctors, they blow hot and cold, don't they? Like,
Yeah.
You meet some doctors, like there was obstetrician, is it?
Yeah.
They're called, and
I
she
call
was
them Obi-Wans.
class. She was class, the woman 2 ago. But the one the other day was like, just burnt out, wasn't she?
Oh, so orchid.
was
She
just
put
burnt.
the gel all over my upper arm.
She
I don't know what she was testing for up there.
I'll tell you one thing, like, they had these little bottles of gel that they put in your stomach before they run the scanner over it, like, but they're only little bottles, so they use pretty much a full bottle on each fucking one.
I think the point is to take away, is it oxygen between the machine and your belly so that they can see properly? I think that's the
Don't know.
science.
But would you not, like, the digger that's out there probably has, like better machinery in that sense. Like, why wouldn't you just have a big vat of the stuff, a pipe running up the side of the cable that links into it, and as soon as you hit the button, it starts pumping out around the scanner. Why would you be using another bottle? Fucking away bottles all day long. Planet. Fucking
good
bottles.
idea.
Just have a big vat of it in the morning. You put it in, plug it into the side, run a pipe off it, up the side of the scanner handle, and a separate button for when you're starting up, and just blow out a little fucking blob of it at a time ahead of it.
See, you're giving away this really good idea right now.
There'll be nobody fucking go for it. Because some fucker in politics, his son, I bet you, has the contract to selling all that bottles of gel.
What is the gel?
Don't know. What is the fuck? I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's...
The tears of...
I don't know.
Old women.
So,
from the Ukraine.
What are we going to do? We some people don't want to know, but we wanted to know from the get-go, didn't we, what we were having?
Yeah.
It's a weird one because I don't know, because people were like, oh, it's the last surprise that you'll ever get in life. You're like, nope, there's pretty much sure there's going to be loads more surprises. And I mean, it's going to be a hectic enough day in itself.
Yeah, well, I think we were just so excited to actually be having a baby that I'm sure it didn't matter if it was a boy or a girl. Just tell us.
No, yeah, it wasn't like you're going to be, don't tell me because I'll get disappointed either way.
I mean, well, it's not like we had to specifically shop for a certain item because everything is going to be camo regardless.
Yeah.
Even if it had have been a girl.
They have cornered the market, haven't they,
yes.
on camo stuff. Even I got a baby grow, which is fairly egotistical of me. The baby, I didn't get it for myself, by the way. I got it a baby-sized fucking baby grow. I bought it off my own T Republic shop. But it's going to look pretty obnoxious.
Face on it.
My own face is on my...
Because, the child might not recognise you because you're gigging so much. What does Daddy look like?
It's a weird one.
He's on my baby grow.
When the kid goes to like or primary school or whatever, they go, what do your parents do? Are you allowed to ask in case there isn't, multiple? Because school is gone fucking mental.
Oh, stop. They're cancelling sports days now.
Yeah.
Yeah, competition. It's a bad thing, apparently.
Yeah. I swear to God. If they cancel a fucking sports day, I'm my fucking kid. That's it.
We'll just have it at our house.
Yeah, just have it. Invite all the kids who want to compete around to our house, and just go, all right, let's do the 50 push-up press challenge. Yeah. Egg and spoon race, fucking...
It's now potato and spoon race.
Well, I get the spud, because we had spuds too, because what happened with the eggs with us, we were just fucking them at each other.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it became an egg fight.
No, we didn't do that.
It became an egg fight. Yeah, but you went to posh schools and nice schools and stuff. We were fucking savages. So
we did the caviar and spoon race.
We had a game in school. This will tell you how fucking weird we were in the early 80s. Mid 80s, I suppose it was. We had a game where we created war. And the war was, we'd come back after the summer, or it'd be coming up to the summer. The grass would be phenomenally high, because the school was on 7 or 8 acres of just grass. And we would pull the grass, mow it with our hands. We'd pull up the grass and store it and make huge, big forts of grass.
Oh.
And
Did it stay up?
Yeah. Once you stacked it right, it would stay up. So we'll get it up maybe 5-6 feet. And we'd have little holes through it and everything we could see through. And, I don't know how the teachers allowed this. We used to, have booby traps and everything around it. We'd try and steal each other's grass. The grass was the currency.
Stop.
Yeah. And we used to try and sneak in and say, lads, I'm coming over to your side. These fuckers are after fucking me out. And you'd be a total double spy, double agent spy. I swear to God. And then you try and steal a big fistful of grass. And you get the shit beaten out of you. And all the teachers could see us doing this. But
physically beaten.
Beat the shit out of you, yeah.
Well, the
and
field
sometimes
next door.
You might kidnap 2 or 3. And then the ransom would be 3 jumperfuls of grass, please, for each individual, and you'd have to give it if you wanted them back, if they were high-powered individuals. This is all primary school. This is all actually coming back to me. This is the weirdest shit. Yeah.
I'm guessing you were one of the high-powered
No, I don't think I was. I don't think I was, because I think they kind of stopped by the time we got to 6th class. All the big boys were doing it, but by the time we got to 6th class, I think they'd stopped, because there was lads using hurleys and stuff as weapons. You got... It went pretty Lord of the Flies fairly quickly.
It doesn't even sound real. It kind of sounds like you dreamt this.
I know. I need to write this down, and I can think of at least 4 or 5 lads I could Facebook just to verify.
Okay, go on then.
I'm not going to do it during...
Proof.
No, No, I need to track down to at least 4 or 5 lads.
Oh, you should get together and do it now as adults.
Fuck that. The work that took. You're talking... I don't know, maybe 150 to 200 kids at war. Well, there'd be 100 kids anyway. Maybe 100 kids in the whole school, yeah.
Jeez.
All at war. And beating the living shit out of each other.
Kind of like the film War of the Buttons, but with grass.
Yeah. War of the Buttons, Lord of the Flies. It
Were
all
you
went
also nude.
Like, no, we weren't nude. There was no nudity. We were, but if it went, imagine that if the teachers didn't keep an eye on, where would it go and where would it end up? Like, if they left us there only with food as supplies, but left us there for for a year, where would we end up? Like, I'd say definite cannibalism and shit. Like, because it was going that way. Like, it was getting fucking feral. And meanwhile, your school was probably doing needlework and shit, was it?
So, actually, I did play lacrosse.
Oh my god!
I tell you one thing.
Well, do you know what? That is quite. Apparently, it's quite vicious.
It
lacrosse.
is. That's what I was going to say. You have to cover your face running along, so you're kind of like an American football player.
Is there not a helmet with a guard? Because the American lads play it now. Americans.
No, it was actually the stick that you used. You ran along with the yoke that caught the basket bit. Yeah, you
so
put
they
that
used that as a face guard.
Yeah,
running along.
Yeah.
What if you had the
vicious.
ball in it? Because you run with the ball in the sack, shall we say, the net, don't you?
Yeah.
And then you flick it. How many steps can you run?
Can't remember.
I've never ever watched a moment of lacrosse. I remember it was a big thing in, what was it called? American Pie. Do you remember that? Your man got a lacrosse highlights.
Where is the game actually from, though?
With a name like lacrosse, babe, I'll go out on a limb here.
Scotland.
Oh, definitely Scotland. You fucking joke me. Biggest hits and biggest defensive plays from the 2018 are fuck off, Dana White. I'm just going to turn it down because I just want to have a look at this. So we just describe what's going on because there's no crack otherwise in this. Let's just have a look. Oh, the fucking goal is halfway out into the middle of the field. That is... So they've got shoulder pads as well.
Well, we didn't. I just remember really liking it.
So...
Oh, we also did...
so it has the total disjointedness of ice hockey. So it isn't structured like hurling at all. Like, I mean, it is a bit, but it's like... It's
a bit looser.
Yeah, it's like... Okay, they're playing on American football. So you can, like, people can play around the back of the goals as well. So it's kind of like ice hockey a bit, isn't it? All right. Okay, so I don't know. You seem to be able to run a few steps with the ball in the net anyway.
See that?
So yeah, you can smash people all right. Like, stop. What's this? Wait. What the fuck is that? So it would seem like a throw-in ball in hurling, where they throw it in along and you're standing up and you have to swipe for it on the ground. It would seem a throw-in ball is like two lads starting on their knees. The ball is put in. They got to fucking kind of wrestle each other on the ground with their sticks. What the fuck is that?
It's brutal, isn't it?
It's fucking brutal, all right.
Yeah.
It's fucking brutally shite. Babe, that's a fucking scandalous.
I liked it.
Yeah, look, it's a poor man's hurling is what it is, like, So you can run around the back of the goals. I mean, it's nice and fast and all the rest of it, but, like, put that up against hurling. Not even fucking close. Like, when you see I think somebody actually even had it up there, lacrosse versus hurling. It's just... So lacrosse wasn't in primary school, was it?
No, that was secondary. Primary school, I played basketball.
All right.
Yeah.
I think
bit of a legend.
You had the height for it anyway. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. With
Are you sure you didn't have netball?
Netball.
Netball.
We had netball in secondary school.
I bet you fucking did. All right. Pure Bradley secondary school.
I didn't really like it though.
Yes.
And we had hockey. Wasn't mad into that either.
Did you have like a maypole as well that you ran around as well? Like, la, 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 la.
I was just in my back garden.
Hello. Hello, with the silly nannies.
Tickety-boo.
Tickety-boo. We're doing flower pressing after lunch. There's a deer eating apples in the...
Quickly, everyone.
Yeah. What's our young fella's accent going to be? I reckon it's going to be a mixture of both, I guess. I suppose it will, won't it?
I suppose it depends where we live as well, like wherever we're going to settle. Because right now, we're close enough to Dublin, but not close enough for him to kind of get that south side gay accent.
You mean the Tarquin accent?
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, God, he better not speak with an American accent. Just because he's not from America, that's why.
Yeah, nothing to do with Americans.
Nothing
if you're
wrong
from
with
America,
American accents.
Yeah. all power to you.
Yeah,
But if you're
but
not
Irish
from America,
kids living in Ireland shouldn't sound American. I think the kids are just watching too much TV now.
I think it's kind of acceptable too. Like people always watch telly. That's the thing. Kids. When I was in primary school, young fellas, there was youngsters who were just nerds. Or just, antisocial. They stayed in and watched telly all day. But they didn't have American accents.
No. But do you remember, though, when we were kids, like, there was only 3 channels. 2 or 3 channels.
No, we'd the BBC because the parents brought it back from the UK. And you could actually get BBC. So we were right fancy. And then we'd...
Imagine you came out with a posh English accent in Tipperary.
Oh, my God. There was a few people had English accents, all right, because there was a lot seemed to move home, like, or their parents were English.
Well, sure, I apparently sounded like Dot Cotton when I was a kid.
Smoking fags and all, were you?
Absolutely. Had the curlers in and all.
How did you sound like a Cockney
old
woman?
I don't know, because we didn't even live in that part of the UK. We lived... Where were we when I was a kid? Leamington Spa.
How far away is that from London?
Oh, hours. Like 5-hour drive at least. Yeah. Maybe because my mum was watching the soaps.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Can you imagine that? One morning you have Emmerdale. And then you have...
What was it I said the other day about the baby? And you said I sounded like I was from Emmerdale.
I have no idea.
I be liking...
Yeah, you said something like...
The babby.
I'd be liking the babby over there. I was like, what? What? I'd be liking the babby? Oh, yeah, you do come out with some fucking weird ones, all right. But you... Huh? Like, even this morning, I was like, Natasha's from South Dublin originally. So they don't do culty things. Are very culty, but now you're utterly ruined to the fact that you can't go back now. Like,
no, they wouldn't take me.
I said something. I called her across the yard, and the sun was shining in her eyes, and she did that thing where you're asking with your teeth, huh?
Catching flies.
What? It was
beautiful. That's
what it was. Gorgeous. It was fucking gorgeous. Is what it was. So So yeah, and you told me yesterday that we use. I put up a couple of Instagram posts every so often of my excitement of going down to take my beer bottles to the beer bottling plant down the road, the municipal dump. It's actually some set up the way they have it, isn't it? Like you go in and it's just cages for all different things. So if you want to actually bring some recycling down there, but some fucker you told me yesterday, the fella, and I looked, of course you'd said it to me, your phone's listened to everything. Yeah. It's after popping up 4 times today.
Oh, yeah.
That a fella brought...
Bones. Yeah.
Human bones down to
Human remains. They found human remains, and then it was just an article, it was only like 3 lines long in one of those, the local news that pops up on your phone. And then the next day... Oh, they said they were looking for the owner, which was a bit odd. I thought they meant... Well, that's what I read it, like the owner of the bones, but surely that person's dead. Then the next day it came up that it was actually... Oh, here you have now.
Yeah. So let's just... Oh, fucking... Yeah.
I think that's the same article.
What to do in an emergency? 1 second. So, Gardaí are investigating an apparent discovery of human remains in Wicklow. Full investigation. Just get to the fucking point. Gardaí spokesman... Gardaí in Bray, Wicklow were called to the recycling plant in Bray where a skull and bones were discovered. The items are now examined and investigations continue. I love, this is how the article is ended. Gardaí are still exploring all possibilities. It isn't the first time a body has been found at the site.
Dun, dun, dun.
But like, hold on one fucking sec. Oh wait, it isn't the end of the article. But it's a recycling plant.
Yeah.
So, like, recycling. What did you, like, if you brought the bones there in all honesty, what did you think they were going to come back as? Like, they were, take it to a dumpy dump if you're going to take a body to get fucking dumped. But don't be thinking...
If you're trying to hide it.
Where are you going to put it? Sorry, do you have a cage? Do you have an area for this?
I mean, if you're going to recycle bones, the best thing you can do is make stock.
Jesus Christ. I suppose it is. But what was the stuff... Heidelberg. Was that his name in whatchamacallit? We were trying to think of it this morning.
No, Heidelberg is where we used to live.
Heidelberg?
In Clonskeagh.
Oh, yeah.
No.
What was his name?
Was it Hestenthal?
No, it wasn't. That's Blumenhestenthal. What we were trying to do here, this is pure the madness of how we fucking speak to each other, but what we were trying to do was we were trying to work out what he called himself in Heisenberg.
Heisenberg!
Heisenberg!
That is it!
Heisenberg. But didn't
Breaking
he use
Bad.
what did he use? Was it caustic soda he used to melt the bodies? Remember that? And then it burst through the fucking ceiling one day.
Ooh, I think
It
so.
it burnt the bat and everything. Because it's got to be a plastic bat. So the employee had been going through a pile of rubbish when he spotted the first believed to be a doll. He was picked up, realised this harrowing discovery, a full investigation. This is from way back. Okay, so this article is... did it turn out to be actual real human remains? Because this is, of course, these fucking absolute dipshit fucking yokes from, like, the Irish Mirror. What kind of... Greystone's got right.
Yeah, so the next day anyway, another article came out and basically just said that it was actually for training purposes, for science, and that the owner came and collected them. They somehow tracked him down. Now, unless they were thrown out by mistake. I don't know how, but...
Where did the skull... Historical remains... a person recently deceased are yet to be determined. Just straight away, because they know... This is pure fucking, like, Journo 101. So you have no story at all, bar the bare bones of the fucking story. So you write 2 lines and go, but you know what? Back in 2015, something very similar to has... And copy and paste in the fucking... the article from 2000...
Probably.
Yeah. So we've no story to talk about there, because it would seem we don't know yet. Gardaí are fucking investigating.
You are welcome.
This is this is top notch fucking shit, isn't it? Jesus Christ.
Am I bringing the tone down?
You're not. No.
Coming
you're
onto
not.
your podcast.
What was the? Did you have any myths about being pregnant? Did you hear? What were the myths that aren't true? So.
The first one. If you conceive your offspring during a full moon, they will run with wolves naked through Alaska.
Fuck.
That's my myth. I'm going to start that now.
Was there... No, because there are some myths, and you hear, now, this old wives and shite, like.
So, one of them is, I don't know if it's a myth or if it's actually true. If you get really bad heartburn or bad reflux, apparently the baby's going to be really hairy. Because it's the hair making you have heartburn. Okay, your laughing implies that you don't think it's a possibility. So, I mean, we're going to have one Chewbacca because I have really bad reflux.
Reflux is what? Heartburn?
No.
It's the next
heartburn.
stage up from heartburn,
yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
basically like your esophagus burning and then sick keeps coming
Oh,
up and going down. Yeah.
It's like when you used to smoke the sweet Afton fags without the fucking filter back in the day.
I presume so.
Yeah.
I was not a smoker.
Fucking hell. And is there any, like, now, if a dog fucking looks at you from across the road, it's a girl. You know, those sort of ones.
Oh,
like,
weird ones.
Like, what were the ones, like, how you're supposed to know it's a boy? If it's high, is it high? If the bump is high, it's a boy, is it?
If your bump is low and there's a lot of it across your back, apparently it's a boy. So because my bump... Well, apparently my bump is the exact size.
Across your back?
Your back gets wider or something?
How? What?
But my back hasn't changed and we're having a boy.
Well, you'd always a massive back anyway, sure.
It's been working the field since we met.
So if it's across your back, how's your belly across your back? Or do you...
No, your belly. You have a bigger belly, your belly's lower, and your back is bigger.
Could that just not be somebody eating,
That's
overeating?
I kind of thought that because, I mean, there's a lot of these strange myths about size and stuff. I think when some women get pregnant, I think they go, oh, lovely, it's a 9-month holiday for me now. I can just eat what I want and I'll be grand.
Yeah,
I think people might actually put on extra weight.
Albeit the second one is the size of a kitten. But I suppose, but then I suppose there's some poor women that just... They look at something and they just fucking hold water, like.
Yeah, no.
So you can't help it because you got to drink.
Retention.
You have drank more water in the last 7 months than I've ever thought consumable, like.
Well, I drink a lot of water anyway.
Zero, Craig.
I know.
But
I'm a cheap date.
But, like, imagine if you were retaining water. Holy fuck, you'd be the size of a fucking elephant.
Oh, no, I've had friends that had really bad water retention.
But then there's no getting away from the fact there are some people too who'll just go.
But you don't
"It's
get water
chow time."
retention on your back. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about if your back suddenly gets bigger.
Big fucking backpack
Like if
of
you-
fucking water.
Yeah.
Like those, you know that meat, you've seen like some women, and women I've seen getting it. Now it's mostly kind of middle-aged women get that meat at the back, the
Meat.
top of their spine. You know that big fucking, it's like back fat. They get like a pad sits up there.
But you know what? When you call it meat, I kind of feel like you like it.
We've a barbecue starting in a while. So.
But you have a thing for meat.
Mate, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's a big fucking like I do. I think you're right. It would be.
I'm right that you like it on women.
No, Jesus, about that. Some women just they go, you know what? It's time to chow down, or they're probably a big old horse to start with anyway. Like, you know what I mean. So,
Asher, look, I don't know.
is there any other myths that are complete horse shit?
My auntie.
Oh Jesus! Oh
I will not.
Jesus!
I will not know.
Don't worry, she doesn't
which
listen
one.
to this podcast.
She might. No, I'm on this one.
Oh,
She said if you're having a boy, your nose will get wider. So she. I know, it's just so weird. So she predicted when she came over for her birthday a few months ago that I was definitely having a girl because my nose width had not changed. Again, wrong, because we're having a boy.
In the name of fuck, kind of a fucking thing. How could you relate that to having
I don't know.
a particular gender of a child? Like, your nose will get wider.
Yeah,
What?
just
The
for
cocaine you'd
pregnancy.
be doing? Like, what's she talking about? Like,
I don't know.
how
Blood
could you, of
vessels or
all the
something, I
things
don't
that would
know.
get wider? Like, if you said your neck will get wider, you go okay, but your nose, like, unless you get punched in it, it ain't getting any wider.
No.
Holy fuck. Well, you can dispel that one, ladies and gentlemen. That is, if you ever hear that fucking horse shit, that is not true. Jesus Christ.
I'm sure there's more. I didn't have too many crazy ones.
Fucking hell.
But from the myths anyway, from what they say, and apparently all these different things about your size and where the bump is and blah, 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 I really thought we were having a girl. Because I ticked all the... Oh, yeah, the other one. Oh, if you're having a boy, you're going to have the most beautiful glowing skin from the start of the pregnancy.
Yeah.
I had acne for the first 5 months. I looked like a pregnant teenager.
But, like, what could they relate that to? Do you know what I mean? Like, could they, like...
And if you're having a girl, apparently you look terrible. All my friends that had girls, they look like supermodels.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then, sure, this is it's all horse shit. Like, it's how long is a piece of fucking string? Kind of
Every
stuff, like.
pregnancy's different. There's going to be different things. But sure, look, if that's the only thing you have to worry about, you're grand.
Did you hear about? Have you seen? I know you don't go on social media very much. It's not for you.
I'm not really a fan.
But you do like things like Pinterest and stuff like that, don't
Yes,
you?
I like stuff like that.
So
Social media, it's just because it's all the samey, isn't it?
So did you see this? I think I showed it to you the other night. It's the bottle cap challenge.
No, I don't know what that is.
So this is celebrities doing the bottle cap challenge. So Jason Statham put this up the other day. I think it was Jason Statham did it first. Or Statham, whatever he wants. Fucker doesn't get any older. Sure he doesn't, like. Although he's kind of looked... Who's this fucking scumbag?
He looks like Peter Andre
From
from the 90s.
He's got this spider fucking hair. I'm guessing he's like little fucking schnoz or something. Like he's... I have no idea. King Jamal, he's calling himself.
Oh. Is that real?
Yeah, it's Ballygowan water.
Stop.
So,
Oh, you need to do it with Tipperary water.
so that's one of the Wayans brothers. Oh, for fuck's sake, some sort of vodka. Then I'm guessing he owns the bottle of vodka.
Oh.
And he just made shit of it. But
No vodka for you tonight, sir.
Look, see, now he was the first to it. With a proper looking kick too, fully extended.
God.
Do you know what I mean? And there's a digger tracking by. But like... Now McGregor was able to do it, but these are martial artists. Like,
who's that?
That's McGregor. He just looks
Is
a
that
bit...
McGregor?
Yeah, he just looks a bit weird.
Jeez, you look so different. He did a plastic bottle.
Yeah, I mean, bit of snazziness to it. Like, no, he was just peddling his own shit too. Like,
Jeez, fair play. These people
now I
are
did saw
fit.
somebody doing it with the fucking they actually stops. This fella's blindfolding himself. Of course, he's an Asian because of course the Asian lads are fucking savage.
Wow.
Now he just did a front heel kick.
But he was blindfolded, so.
This fella's what's he, Anthony Pettis? Is he?
Oh, Tom.
That one's pretty good now.
Oh, Tom.
I did one last night.
What?
Did you not see it? No?
No.
I didn't do it.
You put it on social media, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
didn't
exactly.
see
I put
it.
it on, but I didn't. I just got pure fucking... Like, at some point, you're kind of going, I get what the ice challenge was and all the rest, and I get what's the fucking point of this? What is the fucking point of it?
Show how fit someone is. Did you actually get the lid off?
No, I didn't do it at all. I just used a bottle opener.
Oh, right.
Just went, what are you kicking? What are you kicking lids off for, lads? You can just use a bottle opener.
I know you're saying you don't really see the point of this, but I kind of really want to try it because I'm heavily pregnant.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck it. Why
Because
not?
it would not look nice.
We're nearly up in an hour, and we need to go out and do the fucking barbecue because I have to go. I'm hosting a bingo loco tonight, but I given it's your first time and first pregnant woman to be on the podcast. There you go.
Well, that you know of.
Yeah, it's right enough. I want to actually play this, and I did this. I don't know if you remember this. This was Tim and Eric. Oh, so here we go. This, people, I'm going to put it in the show notes, this video. This is one of the most fucked up things. I think it's Adult Swim, but I think it's Tim and Eric. It's originally from Tim and Eric, I think, who have the most weirdest shit. You should follow. Do you follow them on anything? No. Your Downton Baby is the name of your Instagram page, which
yes.
you never fucking do anything on.
Well, no, I launched it.
Yeah.
I think I put up 4 photos,
Right.
which is a lot for me on social media.
Yeah.
I will be using it more when baby is born. But it's more so just so we don't lose the pictures, because my phone's always
It's a
break.
handy spot. Yeah.
And, for like friends and family abroad to see the baby. So I will be back on Downton Baby very soon.
Rightio. Natasha, that's been fantastic. You wouldn't think an hour just went fly by.
that
You
flew
made
by.
me get the only way I actually put up the picture. The only way you were doing this is if I brought over one of the nice big comfy oaks and actually stretched the microphone right out to you. You haven't had to do. This is fantastic.
I was the diva.
As the diva, right? In that we have Tim and Eric, also known as what's the name of this one?
You make my bop dance. Bounce.
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 Don't worry. I don't think you can fuck this up in any two ways. This is Bob Bob's bounce.
I'm gonna make your bubba bounce right now. Gonna make your bubba bounce. Get ready. Gonna make your bubba bounce. Here I come. I'll make your bubba bounce. I'll make your bubba bounce.
What in the name of fuck is going on?
That was beautiful. That is my birthing song.
We're doing a playlist at the minute because they said you could play whatever you want in the antenatal thing, but this is definitely Blair. This fucking
That's the
thing.
song. That's the song.
This
the baby's
is the
coming out
fucking
to.
song. Bob's bounce. Like I said, it's going to be in the show notes. Do yourselves a favor, find a quiet spot and watch this fucking video. It's the creepiest shit you'll ever see. There is no explanation for it, but we're finishing off with it.
Let's go.